What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over some alts that I've been looking at, some outperformers in the market, as well as some coins that I think can pick up some steam pretty soon. Let's jump into the charts. So first chart we're going to go over, shouldn't be a surprise to everybody, it's going to be Zcash. I drew this level of previous resistance looking to flip into support, and look how beautifully we actually retested this level straight down to damn near the penny. We are looking to form a bottom after pushing down below and consolidating above the midline of this level towards 386. Once we flip 386 back upwards and we can successfully reclaim this structure here, I can see Zcash going for some highs. That being said, we saw a significant squeeze on it. I think if you're looking for a coin to invest in for privacy, this is going to be your major. The privacy narrative was hot. I think it is going to be hot moving forward, but right now, a little bit of a cool off period. Jumping into the next one, we're going to be speaking on the same sort of narrative, same exact sector. Privacy again, we're going to talk about Monero. We actually just recently saw Monero flip Zcash in price, and the chart actually looks a lot cleaner on Monero than Zcash when it comes to upside. Zcash had almost a 2,000% move to the top. XMR hasn't seen that sort of growth, and I think it will. I think it's one of the most prolific privacy coins that we have in the space, and I think it has yet to see a move coming. So if you're looking for a coin privacy-wise to get into, I don't think XMR is a bad choice. I do think that it's important to calculate those bets though. Around that 340 level, as long as we're trading above it, I think it is a good level to bet on. We have seen acceptance below it for quite some time. We have seen a pop above it before, but a close right below it, and then another bearish retest before we saw the bear market back in 2022, before it confirmed upside. And we are seeing the first signs of closures here again. We have 27 days left of the monthly, so you want to see how a reaction reacts if we do end up retesting that 340 level again. I do think that is a level to spike interest if you do see continuation in the privacy sector and for the privacy narrative as a whole. This again is another sort of coin that you can look at as a major in the privacy sector. Next coin, moving on, piggybacking off of the privacy sector that we were just talking about, but we're going to talk about privacy DEX, that being Aster. CZ has heavily endorsed Aster. He publicly bought a shit ton of Aster as well a few weeks ago. That being said, I don't think CZ is stupid. I don't think he is one to let one of his coins fall flat and go to nothing. All that being said, I see Aster having significant upside in the future. Obviously, the chart is not as telling as what I see for the future of it, but if there's a place for privacy and DEX, I think that CZ is one to prove that. Aster being probably one of the most solidifying choices in that sector. Make sure you pay attention on what CZ is doing. Turn on his tweets as well. I make sure I do that just in case he wants to spice it up, put the ticker up or anything. You know how the coin's doing. We did push down to 88.5 recently, and we are looking to trade within this 4-hour demand here. I'm not looking to really predict any immediate movements. I'm more or less looking to place bets for the future. I do think spot is going to be king. Next one is going to be NEAR. Now, NEAR is more of an older coin. I do think that NEAR is going to have some success moving forward. If you think there's a place for AI in the future, then I do think that there's a place for NEAR. NEAR is basically the blockchain for AI. We have seen a significant uptick and a lot of people talking about it recently. We saw a big move happen, obviously on the higher time frame of things, it doesn't look like a big move, but when we scroll down and we look at the daily, you could see that there was a very big move that happened at the bottom end of the range, right? We have the bottom end of the range, and then we have the top end of the range here. We had a significant move each and every time before ultimately coming back down, absolutely sweeping the range, and then reflipping it back up towards the highs. This was a significant move. We haven't seen a move like that in NEAR in quite some time, and we had a lot of positive news that brought price up into the top end of the range. That being said, I don't think this is going to fully fall flat, even though we are at the bottom end. I'm also not expecting this to have a significant reversal anytime soon unless we do reclaim and see significant strength on BTC. But as a coin to invest in for spot, again, if you do think that there's a place for AI, then I do think that NEAR can have an FET ocean sort of move that we saw back in the day for AI when those exploded in that merger. I do think that NEAR is a good coin to kind of keep on your radar as a more old school coin that's been consolidating and chopping around its lows in this big just chop solidation. The more things consolidate and build a platform, the healthier it is for the coin, and this is one of the coins that I see doing so. Being in the space for quite some time, I've seen coins like Link do this, Polkadot do this. The same sort of thing I think is going to happen in NEAR. So keep your eye on it. Moving on to the next. So Pump Fund obviously doesn't have a lot of price action to really talk about. That being said, I do think that with the hype it generated, it being a launch pad that basically everybody in the space knows, and I do think that once a lot more of the normies, once a lot more of the streamers come onto the space and start utilizing Pump Fund and realizing exactly what Pump Fund is, I do think that it's going to see a significant move up. I do think that it is a no-brainer play when it comes to holding spot. I think that this is going to be a good bet. It was on a lot of radars. It fell super flat off launch and then actually pushed past the highs. So if you were one of those people that ended up purchasing into the launch, into the initial hype, and you did hold strong, you eventually saw some nice profit before price eventually retested and then came back under and retested before pushing into new lows. That being said, that reeks of opportunity. And for me, it's a coin that I'm going to be keeping on my radar. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to be doing much more of these in the future. Make sure, if you are not already utilizing an exchange, you check my link for Blofin down below. And also, take advantage of all the tools and automations that I supplement for you using my referral link down below. See you guys in the next. Peace.